Chocolate chip cookies are a household favorite, but today we're going to put a new twist on an old classic by making peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. With a perfect balance of sweet and salty, these are sure to be a hit. First, we'll start with 1 stick of room temperature unsalted butter. It is very important to ensure the ingredients like butter, eggs, and milk are at room temperature so they will incorporate correctly. Next, add your light brown sugar to the bowl and grab your mixer. Today we'll be using a hand mixer, but a stand mixer will work the same. Set your mixer to medium-high and beat the butter into the brown sugar until light and fluffy. This should take between 2 and 3 minutes. Add 2 large eggs and vanilla extract until it's fully blended. After the eggs and vanilla have been blended, we are going to add our remaining dry ingredients. Turn your mixer off before adding in your dry ingredients or there'll be a huge mess to clean up later. Add 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of sea salt. The sea salt really balances the sweetness of the cookies. Now we're going to bring our dough together on medium speed until it's just combined. This should only take a few seconds. Finally, we're going to add our chocolate chips. We'll be using 3 types of chips, a ½ cup each of semi-sweet chocolate, milk chocolate, and peanut butter chips. Turn the mixer back on to fold the chips in. After scraping down the attachments, we are going to scoop out our cookies. We're using a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. A cookie sheet has the advantage of giving you more area to bake cookies since it doesn't have a rim on all sides, but any baking sheet you have on hand will be fine. We're using a small cookie scoop to drop the dough onto the cookie sheet. You can use a spoon if you don't have a cookie scoop. What is important is keeping the dough balls relatively the same size and not flattening them out after you place them on the sheet. We want the cookies to be the same size so they'll cook evenly. And don't flatten out your cookies, which can make them dense and hard. We want thick and gooey cookies. Once the pan is filled, we will bake for about 8 to 10 minutes at 350 degrees. Place the pan in the middle of the oven where the temperature is most even. After the time is up, pull the cookies out of the oven and let them cool in the pan for 1 minute before transferring them to a cooling rack. A cooling rack is a baking essential. You'll use it for more than just cookies, and they're pretty cheap. If you don't have one, you can grab one from Amazon. Anyway, if your cookies appear like they're not cooked all the way through, don't worry. The cookies will continue to cook while they cool off. Once they cool completely, they will be the perfect texture and ready to serve. The cookies will remain fresh for a few days in a tightly sealed container or Ziploc bag. Don't be surprised if they don't last that long, but it's still good information. I hope you enjoyed this bake. Feel free to reach out in the comments section if you have any questions along the way.